Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, something else I collect. I like little itty bitty tiny 22 pistols. Uh, I, uh, I carry one every day as a backup gun. And so I lined up a bunch of them here. So let's just take a look down on the table here and see what I've got to show. Can you see all those? Starting over here, this is a Frank Wesson, about 1850, 55 or so. It's pre-Civil War. And what this is, he invented one thing. Frank Wesson, by the way, was the brother of Daniel Wesson. And let me bump that up just a scotch because I think it might be out of frame. There. This is a tip-up. See how the barrel tips up like that? Frank Wesson developed this. Beretta made a bunch of guns like this. I've got one. And I think the Manufrance made one like this. But the tip-up barrel with the Beretta and the Manufrance one was, they're automatics. And instead of having to heave that heavy recoil spring back to lock or to open the slide and chamber around, you just tip it up and put one in. This is just a single shot. And the barrel on this is a Damascus steel. It's kind of cool. Anyway, that one. This one was the very first one under the Roland White patent. This is a Smith & Wesson number 1 second type. It's a pretty little old thing. And I need to fix this spring. I've not gotten around to getting it fixed, but this is a tip-up design, as I recall. The barrel, the whole assembly. Oh gosh, I can't make it work. So maybe it's because of, no? Well, that's what it's supposed to do. And this one, this is a, not Hopkins and Allen, I think it's the Ivor Johnson Defender in 22. This one was right after the Roland White patent expired. So it came out in 1869, 1870. As soon as it did expire, other gun manufacturers, they'd already had a few on the design boards and a few already made, but they haven't released yet. But they quickly put these out and on the market the minute that patent expired. And this one, is this it? Yeah, this is a Colt. This is a new model number 1 Colt in 22 rimfire. By the way, all of these are in 22 short. Smith & Wesson developed the 22 rimfire, which we now call the 22 short, in I think 1855. And this was the all of these were all chambered in that round. I don't know why they thought it was such a good round to use for self-defense. It's, yeah, you'll kill the guy because anytime you poke a hole in somebody's gut, you're going to get peritonitis and they'll eventually die. But you're not going to incapacitate them. Today we look for what they call the one-stop shot, one-shot stop, which means not only do you incapacitate, but you lay them down so that they're no longer a threat. Now this one is interesting. This is by Harrington and Wesson. Harrington of Harrington and Richards fame, but before that he was the brother-in-law of the Wesson boys, and he and Frank Wesson made this one. This is Frank's design. Harrington was the money man. Wesson was the manufacturing genius. Again, all of these are in 22 short rimfire. Now these, on the other hand, this one is in 22 long rifle. This is a North American Arms mini revolver. And I love the design of these. And I have several of them. And this is the one I normally carry. This is a 22 Magnum rimfire revolver. It comes with an extra cylinder, so you could actually shoot 22 long rifle out of it. But I just leave the 22 Magnum one on there, and that's what I carry in a holster. And this one I've wanted for many years, and I finally got one. This one is chambered in 22 black powder with, this is a muzzle loader. This is a black powder muzzle loading revolver. And it's kind of cool. This is the kit it comes with. And as you can see, it has a whole bunch of bullets. This is the loading tool that works with it. And here's a powder dipper. And I included some caps. But this is just, I just keep all of them in here. But anyway, I like these little mini revolvers. I think these classic older ones are just interesting to look at. I don't think I'll fire any of these. I did fire this one once, but not with a modern 22. I had a few 22 rimfire short black powder rounds. I think I still have like 6 or 8 of them, but I fired one of those into this. I don't think that the modern pressures on a 22 rimfire short these would stand up to it. I just don't believe they will. I think because they were all designed for a black powder round. I guess I could reload some with, I've got a 22 reload kitting, and I could just, put some priming powder in them and then load them with black powder, and bullets. I also have a mold for 22. I can make 22 bullets. So, but anyway, just an interesting side collection of the gun world, and I think it's kind of cool. I don't know. Everybody's got to have a hobby. Anyway, happy trails.